So in this video, we are going to learn how to create email draft using AI agent. So we are going to build an AI agent using which whenever you are going to receive a new email on your Gmail account, automatically the same email will be sent to OpenAI or to any AI platform of your choice, using which we are going to generate the reply of the same email which you have received. And you can basically enter the prompt that what kind of replies you want to generate. After generating the reply, the same reply will be added or created as a draft in your Gmail account itself. So this complete process will be automated with this AI agent. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this AI agent all by yourself, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Gmail account. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an AI agent for your Gmail account, using which whenever you're going to get any email on your Gmail account in your inbox, using that AI agent, you can automatically generate a personalized email and save that email as draft in your Gmail account as well. So you receive the email and within seconds, the draft of the email as a reply will be saved over here. And in this case, you just have to review the draft, read the email, review the draft, and you can just reply to that email as well. Now to build this, what we are going to do, we have to connect our Gmail account with the AI platform which we are going to use in AI agent. In this video, I'm going to use OpenAI's GPT-4o or 4o Mini as the platform or my AI agent. But instead of this, you can use Anthropic Cloud, Perplexity, or any other AI platform to build your AI agent. And to connect both of these things, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, using which we will be building the AI agent. So here you can see we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard, and to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After coming to Pabbly Connect's dashboard, we have to create a workflow over here. Click on this Create Workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as AI Agent for Email Drafts. You can basically give any other name as per your choice. Then just select the folder of the Pabbly Connect account in which you want to set up this workflow to build this AI agent and click on Create. And as you click on Create, here you can see the workflow will open in front of us. In this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole workflow, this whole AI agent works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger step. Now the idea here is first we have to connect our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, so that whenever we are going to receive any email in our Gmail account in the inbox, automatically the same email will be received inside Pabbly Connect and this AI agent will trigger, it will start. Then after that, using this AI agent, using this workflow, we are going to send the details of the same email like the subject line, the email body, and the name of the person who has sent us the email to OpenAI or to ChatGPT. And using that, we are going to generate a reply for the same email. After generating the reply for the email using OpenAI, this AI agent will take the same draft or email reply given by OpenAI and save it as draft back in our Gmail account. So let's see how it is done. Here in our trigger step, in Choose App, search for Gmail and select it. After selecting Gmail in Trigger Event from this drop-down, select the trigger event as New Email. After selecting this trigger event, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Connect with Gmail button. Here in this pop-up window, select your Gmail account from which you want to receive the emails. Then just scroll down and click on Allow. And as you click on Allow, you can see that our Gmail account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the label ID. So in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the labels which you have created in your Gmail account. Out of all of this, the new emails from which particular label you want to receive inside Pabbly Connect and give it to this AI agent. We have to select that. So I want to capture all the emails which I'm having in my inbox, so I'm selecting inbox over here. If you want, you can select multiple labels as well as per your choice. But right now, I want to give the emails only from my inbox to this AI agent. After selecting the label, it is asking us body content type. The email body which we are going to receive as a response from Gmail inside Pabbly Connect, whether we want a plain text body or we want the HTML body. Now, because I want to just give the email body to AI, that's why I will be just using plain text body over here. After this, what we have to do, as per the important note says, it is showing us it is possible to connect multiple Gmail account in Pabbly Connect. However, please note that each Gmail account can be used in only one workflow at a time. To set up the new email trigger correctly, please refer to this guide. So this important note tells us that in your Pabbly Connect account, you can create multiple workflows and you can use multiple Gmail accounts, different Gmail accounts as triggers. But you can only use one Gmail account into one particular workflow as a trigger. So in your account, if you're having your Gmail account connected as a trigger, you have to ensure that you can use it only in one workflow. Either you have to delete the previous connection or the previous trigger which you have created, and to delete the previous connection or previous trigger, you just have to click on this Learn More button, and here you will get a step-by-step guide, a complete detailed guide that how the trigger of Gmail inside Pabbly Connect actually works, how you can set up the trigger, how you can capture a default response, and then how you can capture the actual response too. Also, you will get a detailed guide that how you can remove this trigger. But you have to make sure that in Pabbly Connect, one account can be used as a trigger only in one workflow. If you want to set up automation for multiple workflows, in that case, you can use router and basically send the same email data to multiple workflows using webhook. And if you want a dedicated video on that, you can write us in the comment box below. But right now what we have done, we have selected the label and selected the body content type. And I'm basically using this particular Gmail account only in this particular trigger. In my Pabbly Connect account, I don't have any other workflow which is having this account as a trigger. After making the connection and selecting all the options, what we have to do, first we have to capture a dummy response to make sure that this connection is working perfectly fine. For that, we have to turn this workflow off, and after turning this workflow off, we'll scroll down and click on this Save and Send Test Request button. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that within few seconds, we are going to receive a dummy response over here. So let's wait for a few seconds over here. And yes, here you can see that we have received the response. And in this response, you can see this is a dummy response. We have a dummy message over here. This is the trigger ID, the unique trigger ID, which we can use later on if we want to delete this trigger from this workflow and set up or connect your Gmail account as trigger in some other workflow of Pabbly Connect. Then we have a dummy message ID, dummy thread ID. We have the label as inbox. We'll scroll down further. We have a dummy snippet of this email as well. We have the dummy subject line. We have the sender ID, date and time. We'll scroll down further and you can see the dummy body of this email as well. So this dummy message is to ensure that the connection between your Gmail accounts and Pabbly Connect trigger is done successfully. Now, after ensuring it and getting this dummy response, what we are going to do, we'll just scroll up and turn on our Pabbly Connect workflow, which we have turned off earlier. After turning it on, we will just click on this Save and Send Test Request button once again. And after clicking on Save and Send Test Request button, this time it will change to Waiting for Response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to capture some response of a new email from our Gmail inbox. So let's do it. In a new tab, I'll just open another Gmail account, and from that Gmail account, we are going to send an email. Let's click on Compose over here. Let me just enter the email address over here. So this is the email address of the account which we have connected with Pabbly Connect, for which we are creating this AI agent. Let's say I want to add the subject line as request for new device. And then let me just paste this body. So this is the email body. So I have entered the subject line, email body, and the email address. We're just sending a test email and click on send. As we click on send, here you can see that in our Gmail account, within few seconds, the same email will be received. And yes, here you can see that in our Gmail account, the same email is received. We have the same subject line, request for new device, and the same email body as well. And because we have connected our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step, we will see in our Pabbly Connect workflow in this trigger step, we have received the response. And in this response, you will get the details of the exact same email. So here you can see that in front of message body, we have the exact same email body which we have sent over here. Then we'll scroll down further. Then you will see the same email snippet over here. That's here. We have the email snippet. We'll scroll down further. Then you have the email address, our email address. Then you have the name and the email address of the person who has sent the email. And also after that, we have the subject line of the email. So in this way, we have received all the details of a new email received in our Gmail account inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, what we have to do in step 2, we have to send the same email body to OpenAI. And using OpenAI, we are going to generate a reply for this email with subject line. So for that, we will just scroll down, click on this action step button over here, and then here in choose app, search for OpenAI. After selecting OpenAI, an action event from the drop-down, select the action event as ChatGPT. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to basically enter the API token of our OpenAI account. Now you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just go to your OpenAI account dashboard, and after dashboard, from the left sidebar, select API keys. Under API keys, just click on this create new secret key button and give this API key a name. Let's say I'll name it as AI agent for emails. You can basically give any other name as per your choice. Select the project of your OpenAI account from which you want to basically create this AI agent, the permission as all, and click on create secret key. As you click on create secret key, the API key is generated. Just copy the API key from here and paste it over here in Pabbly Connect's connection window. And then just click on save. And as we click on save here, you can see our OpenAI account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, it is asking us to select the AI model. So here from this drop down, here you can see a list of all the models offered by OpenAI. Out of all of this, I want to use the model as GPT-4o Mini to generate the email draft. So I'm selecting the model. Then it is asking us to give it a prompt. So whatever prompt you want to basically give to OpenAI, we have to enter it over here. And whatever kind of email you want to generate as a reply for the emails which we are getting, whatever kind of email draft you want to generate, according to that, you have to modify the prompt. So let me just enter my prompt over here. Okay, so this is the prompt which I'm giving to OpenAI. The prompt says, I'm sharing the email with subject line which I have received, and I want you to write a formal reply to this email. Do not add anything extra like subject line, just give me the reply email body in response. And after that, here from the trigger step responses of Gmail, where we have received the email body and subject line, we have to add these responses of body and subject line to this OpenAI action step in the prompt field. And with the prompt, we are going to share the subject line and the body of the email which we have received. Now to add the trigger step responses in this OpenAI action step, we are going to use a process called mapping. And the process of mapping is very simple. We'll simply click on this field of prompt, and here in front of email subject, we'll just search for the response of the subject line from the drop down of Gmail responses and select it, and it will be mapped. And we'll follow the same process for mapping the body as well. From the drop down, select the response of body and map it too. After mapping both of these details, just click on save and send test request. And as we click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you can see we have received the content, the body of the reply email. So this is the body of the email which we want to send as a reply for the email which we have received. And we have basically generated this email body using OpenAI. So this AI agent will first collect the email which we have received on our Gmail account and then send the same email to OpenAI to generate the reply body. Now after generating the body, we want to save this reply as a draft in our Gmail account. For that, we will scroll down, click on this add action step button over here, and then here in choose app, search for Gmail. Just select it. After selecting Gmail, an action event from the drop down, select the action event as create draft reply. Then just click on connect, and because we have connected our Gmail account with Pabbly Connect in the previous step, in the trigger step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and click on save. After clicking on save, we will see our Gmail account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making the connection, the first thing it asks us is the thread ID. That what is the thread, what is the email whose reply we want to create as a draft. So here in the field of thread ID, what we have to do, in the trigger step responses of Gmail, we have also received the response of the thread ID. So we'll just search for the response of thread ID over here, and here it is. And we have to map this response of same thread ID to this Gmail's action step. So what we are going to do, we will turn this mapping button on in front of thread ID and clear the default response. And then after that, from the Gmail responses, we'll search for the response of thread ID and map it over here. After mapping the thread ID, if you want to send this reply or add some other recipient to this email, then in that case, you can basically enter the recipient email address, CC, BCC, and all the details. Or if you want to add someone in CC or BCC, you can enter their email addresses too. But if not, you can just keep these fields as blank too. Then we'll scroll down further, then it is asking us for the sender name, that by what name we want to send the email. Let's say I want to send the email by the name of Pabbly. So I'm entering Pabbly over here. Then it is asking us email content type, that whether we want to create an HTML type of email or a plain email. So because we are creating a plain text email, I'm going to select plain over here. Then it is asking us for the email content, and we have received the content of the reply email from OpenAI. So here from the OpenAI responses, what we have to do, we have to basically send or add this data, map this data or reply of email content to this Gmail action step. And the process of mapping stays the same. Click on this field of email content, and from the drop down from OpenAI responses, select the response of message content and it will be mapped. Then it is asking us to add a signature. So we are going to add a signature to this email too. Then it is asking us to add a label as well. So here from this drop down, you can basically select any label as per your choice, which you want to add to this email, this draft which we are creating. Then using this action, if you want, you can add some kind of file attachments to the email as well. What you have to do, you just have to enter the name of the file and the file attachment URL. Right now in this video, we don't want to send any kind of file with the attachment. So we are just going to keep these fields as blank and then just click on save and send test request. Now, as we click on save and send test request, here you can see we are going to receive some response and the response is received. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the email body which we have mapped over here, basically the reply, email reply, which is generated by OpenAI using this AI agent, is now created as a reply draft in our Gmail account. So let's check it. I'll just go to my Gmail account over here and refresh this email once. And yes, here you can see that in my Gmail account for the same email, the reply is already drafted over here. The recipient email address is automatically added, and we have the same email which is given by OpenAI, which is generated by OpenAI over here. And it has the name and the position. Now, because in the prompt, we have not mentioned our name or position which we want to add in the email, it is given this kind of field. But if you want to personalize it, you can just enter your details or share your work background so that it can just customize or personalize the email on that basis. So in this way, you can see that we have created this AI agent using which whenever we are going to receive a new mail in our Gmail account, instantly the same mail will be sent to this AI agent. And using this AI agent, we are going to generate the reply for the same email, and the reply will be saved as a draft in our Gmail account too. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect and build AI agent for multiple processes and automation. Also, let me tell you, if you want to try and test this AI agent, you can just do it for absolutely free because you will get the clone link of this same workflow in the description box below. And Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan using which you can basically try and test this automation for free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.